For Daily Ask Reddit. People who actually had sex with step siblings. Why? If you like the video, drop a like and subscribe so you never miss our daily videos. This doesn't really count, but it's close enough. We were step siblings for only 18 months in our teens, and then our parents divorced. We didn't have much contact for the few years after the divorce, but started talking more eventually and hung out some. We actually eventually started dating and sustained that all through college and a little after for a total of about 6 years. After college we hit a rough patch and broke up. That was 4 years ago. Our parents were very accepting honestly, so that made it easy. We always told people, other than our closest friends and family, that we were friends of the family when they asked how we met. Lol. It was weird, but we were very much in love, and I do miss her. Not my story, but a guy I went to college with. His mom and her dad got married. Both of them got kicked out of the house. They were mid-20s. They moved in together, dated, and got engaged. He loved seeing people's reaction when he told them he was marrying his sister. Well, our parents moved in together before they got married, and we were 16 and horny. We dated off and on for longer than our parents were married, and it was very convenient as a teenager to live in a soundproof basement with my GF living upstairs. It got a little weird when our parents caught us, but they eventually accepted it. Then we broke up. Our parents divorced and we moved to separate states. In my hometown there was a reverse case. The boy's mother died and the girl was daughter of a single mom. The two married and always invited their parents for everything. The parents grew close and ended up marrying. So, the first couple ended up being married step siblings. These case ended on the court, where the judge decided that, while step-sibling marriage is illegal, the law can't be applied to past cases, as they weren't step-sibling when they married, and no law forbid the older couple to marry, as they weren't from the same family before their children's marriage, so everybody got happy ever after. My parents had a destination wedding, and my future stepsister and I had never met, and were both in our early 20s. I got to the destination first and checked in. Then 2 hours later they showed up and introduced me to my stepsister. They finished by saying, "Show your stepsister yours rooms." We had no idea they had put us in the same room, no warning, no notice. And we were there for 6 days. It ended up raining the whole time and we both are not fans of our respective parents. It was honestly more of a comfort/release for both of us, and a literal and figurative duck you to our parents for a lifetime of shitty parenting. We had sex before and after the wedding, and then went our separate ways. It was less crazy than it sounds. We were essentially two strangers forced to live in the same room for a week in a less than ideal situation. My friend met this guy while studying abroad, and they ended up dating and getting engaged over a 2.5 year period. Then my friend's mother calls and says she's getting married. Long story short, my friend's fiance ended up being her mother's new husband's son he kicked out, cut off, and disowned 8 years earlier. Not me, but an old friend of mine had a stepsister. They were around 14 to 15 when their families got together, and being at that age and suddenly having a girl who isn't related to you by blood staying in close proximity made it hard for them. I guess one day they realized that, since their parents often weren't home, they could literally duck and not have anyone catch them or wonder what they're doing, since they're brother and sister. This apparently went on until the sister went to uni. They are both in separate relationships and still get along well, but not too well anymore, if you know what I mean.